2,
1, Tetris.
All right, so we are off and running. Only blue pieces to begin. That's kind of exciting.
Is it?
No.
Oh, all right.
But you have to say things when you're a commentator, so I look and I speak.
So, so Fractal, of course, last year's runner-up to Eric ICX. Fractal coming in with a 14 max-out qualifier.
Kind of a scrub qualifier, yeah, but not bad.
Yeah, and of course,
that of course, is a joke. That's what we call a joke here in Tetris.
Yeah, it is. Iball, not too shabby, 10 maxes.
10 max, yeah. I'll tell you, you know how long it takes me? Oh, we got trouble, so we should comment. Is it even trouble for these kind of folks?
No, well,
this would be hard for me.
Yeah, Noah here, Dengler.
So I worry for Dangler.
Oh, beautiful.
But he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
No problem whatsoever.
Well, it's still a little bit of a problem.
So,
woo, okay.
Yeah, so these two players, you know, their combined qualifier max outs is more max outs than you've ever gotten in your entire life.
Thanks for pointing that out. That's true, yes. And I just want to point out as well, so 14 max outs in 2 hours. How long does it take me to get 14 max outs? I think it's roughly 5 years per 14 max outs.
Yeah. And down the bottom, Noah, 15 maxes, and Rhubarb also 10 maxes.
Yeah, so really just pathetic performances for all of them. So no real big problems on the screen right now. There was that one earlier that had me scared, but got it under control.
Yeah, players have their serious faces on.
Iball, of course, from Canada, and there's an interesting stat about Canada, but roughly 50% of Canadians live south of Minneapolis.
Is that possible?
Because of how Toronto comes down, and most people live around there. So there's about a 50% chance I live north of Iball, even though he's Canadian.
Well,
yeah?
Amazing.
Well,
Iball's having a 50% chance here of having some difficulty. And kind of a spire in the middle is open for a split triple down that well. Meanwhile, Fractal just rocking and rolling along. 4 Tetris is ahead.
I mean, yeah, even commentating on Fractal is pointless because it's... I sometimes think Fractal tells the machine what piece to give him.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what I think's happening.
It seems like very accommodating board. It seems like every piece is accommodated, but at this level, that's generally what you see. Now, Iball does play in some of the monthlies.
Oh, what just happened? Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry.
I don't know.
I just saw him talking, so I thought he died.
Oh, yeah.
But he's just capable of talking to Blake.
Iball plays in some of the monthly tournaments and had a reputation for a while of never making it out of round one. But finally, last month, did make it out of round one for the first time ever. And so it's got some momentum on his side.
Yeah.
So he's feeling confident, made it into the top 16.
Making it in the top 16 is such an accomplishment. Rhubarb, I was almost going to say has problems, but now he doesn't because he's Rhubarb. He's great.
Yeah, I think a lot of folks are maybe
TNA1 here's got a good point. Ben's such a cool guy.
That is, all in capital letters too. So you know it's coming from the truth.
Fractal, 3 burns so far, so kind of a pathetic game for Fractal, honestly. just a suffer game.
Yeah, I mean, generally, I mean, yeah, Fractal really, just on, 4 burns it's got to be now. And another Tetris
really,
for Fractal.
That's becoming a huge score rate. You know I kid. It is actually the fact that he's doing well and not poorly.
Iball going to uncover here.
Let me think of just a little bit about the lower. The lower part is very close, so it's like completely even.
Yeah, they're on a little bit of a drought here, 16, 17, 18, and climbing.
Yeah.
But there we go, long bar over Tetris, 429 Rhubarb. And there's one for Dengler, 435.
The one thing I like about level 18 play is it's like the great equalizer. Score rate-wise, because us old DAS players can sometimes basically get the same score rate until level 19 at least.
Yeah. Rarely. But
although, pretty rare that I would be at 552 at 102.
Yeah, no, this is
happened.
This is
that's high up. Why don't you calm down, bro?
Yeah, Fractal with an amazing pace here. Very few burns. And of course, we saw last year he set the record by starting off basically 100 lines, all Tetrises, or over 100 lines.
I mean, maybe they should they get so high up I feel like my own mom being worried when I'm climbing on something.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God.
So 7 lights to go. Fractal has, well, there isn't one more, and Fractal with this would can't quite get 700, but
Fractal clearly feels like he has to break the world record every game.
694 transition from Fractal. Iball entering 19, already 9 Tetrises behind.
All right, well, that's going to be a problem. And he's going to work on that.
Yeah, there's a lot of play after this, so we certainly can't count anybody out, and we have seen big chase downs, but that is quite a hill to climb.
Yeah. But anything can happen. You know, even Fractal does sometimes have something happen, so Iball could take it.
Yeah, but we saw in the previous block of games, you know, they had extremely high transition scores and then topped out around level 20, just in the 700 range. Yeah. So, you know, things can happen.
Oh, they still give Tetris rates, so Fractal's still above 90%. Someone just pointed
90% Tetris rate, amazing.
And all the other screens in the 70s, 60s are still, you know, decent, and that Tetris rate's only going up, not down. Well, now it's going down. What a suffer game.
I know, what a jerk.
Back down to 90.
Yeah, 855 through 22. And of course, you know, the record for earliest max out is through 24, you know, early 24 lines. So, well, now he's got, this is really his first real slowdown.
Finally got some actual things to burn.
Yeah.
You know how he thought up the name Fractal, right? It's like you think he's got a lot of points, but then you zoom in and it's just more points.
Yeah.
Points everywhere.
920 here on level 23.
Usually it's considered classy to wait until level 26 or later to max out, but I see Fractal wants to be cool.
Yeah. It's kind of rude, really, to max out so early.
Yeah, just give it some time to marinate.
But, you know, Iball with a really good pace now has really turned it on and has kind of matched him Tetris for Tetris this entire way. Max out for Fractal into 25.
Wow.
But, you know, again, Iball with a very ever since that early kind of problems.
Yeah, he's turned it on.
Yeah, he's really
turned it on.
And he's gained on him. He's picked up pace on him. And now just 150,000 points behind.
You can tell the guy's a great competitor.
Another Tetris Iball. He's at 900K on 25.
Fractal's a guy who's really hard to beat, and so let's say maybe that doesn't happen, but I would love to see Iball take a game off him.
Yeah, Dengler down at the bottom, one away here from a max out.
Oh yeah, we are about to max out for Dengler. Dengler, the one I haven't really watched much of in the past as well, but really, really great. And there's a max out for Dengler. Seed number 2.
Yeah. So yeah, Rhubarb playing from behind a little bit, 140,000 points down, and we're just 13 lines away from the level 29 transition. Iball with the max out here into 28.
Minnesota's known for being down early on, but we stay down later on as well.
It's too cold to get up. All right, Fractal with the 1.2 before 29, and he's got a Tetris into 29 at 1.236.
Oh, now we got max outs, another max out for Iball, and now for Rhubarb. Everybody's maxed out on the screen.
Yeah, Iball's board was a little bit high, but able to bring this down and actually back down to safety. Both players with good, clean boards. Another Tetris for Iball.
Problem, though.
So Iball trying to, he's not like giving up. He's trying to win this.
It would be incredible. That would be one of the great comebacks of all time when he was down 10 Tetrises.
Yeah, and he's setting up for Tetrises again.
Dengler has.
Dengler going to top out 1.1.
1.1.
So yeah, everyone on the screen now has maxed out.
Now we got a chase down on the bottom.
Yeah, Rhubarb in a chase down. Iball still cutting the lead.
Still cutting the incredible how he's coming
and
back.
Another
Just
Tetris for
amazing.
Iball. So really, ever since that beginning, Iball has outscored Fractal. And Fractal's board getting inspiry here.
Board.
This could be.
Oh my goodness! If this comes out to be an Iball win, it would just be so incredible. Oh, but Fractal is so freaking unflappable.
Fractal going to open up that right side. There's a Tetris for Fractal 1.3. Iball still alive. Rhubarb failed to chase down Dangler at the bottom.
We missed it even. Oh my!
So 1.3, almost 1.4 for Fractal. Iball getting high on the board. He cannot do it.
Iball tops out.
Oh no!
What?
What
Both
a
of those
game.
games.
Oh,
Incredible.
my word. So, yeah.
Iball, what a comeback near the end. Wow.
Yeah, after that early stretch, Iball
Jeez.
outscored Fractal. I mean, coming back from 300K,
Wow.
it was literally more Tetris than you could handle.
It was literally more Tetris than I can handle. I don't think anything is going to be more exciting than what I just saw.
3, 2, 1, Tetris.
All right, here they go. So, really, I think Iball's strategy now is to be just do what he did in the second half of the game, also in the first half of the game.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, the consistency is what it is. And you know, and if you watch GameScout's most recent video, it really is the consistency of the scoring, which is kind of the deciding factor. So, you know, obviously you should not expect to score 1.47 million points every time. But the fact that you can put up these high scores over and over and over again makes it extremely difficult.
You can't expect to get 1.4 every time, but you have to expect Fractal's going to get 1.25 every time.
Yeah.
Which is kind of an intimidating prospect, but clearly he's capable of it too.
There's the line spin from Iball. He knows I'm watching. See, he's looking over. And Vandy still loves his line spins.
I did get a long bar spin yesterday.
You did?
Yeah.
I missed it.
It was in a warm-up game.
Oh, yeah.
But I did do it.
That's very impressive.
I knew you. I
you
thought
knew
you'd
I was
be
watching.
proud.
All right, both players underway here early in game 2. So while I have an opportunity, I want to make sure that we give a huge thank you to the Portland Retro Gaming Expo. You know, Ben, we're so happy to be back live, you know, here again with all of you at this amazing event. For over 10 years now, PRGE has been our gracious host and has supported CTWC in more ways than we can count. Portland Retro Gaming Expo, amazing.
That's actually true, yeah. I'll back that one up. I like the Portland Retro Gaming Expo. Happiness is a social construct, so I don't know. But
you think so?
There's a gladness in my soul to be here.
You don't think there's happiness on a desert island?
I actually don't know. That's just a phrase I made up.
Oh, yeah. Good.
Like everything I do.
Yeah, no, incredible. We'll have to discuss it later.
Okay. Well, how's the games going?
Is
Is
Tetris happening? All right.
Fractal has only an 80% Tetris rate. Oh, and T-Bell's got an 82, so this is.
Well, it's early.
It's early. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I shouldn't mention those rates too early.
Yeah. I think we did have one of our commentators yesterday. They were 10 lines in and said he's got an 89% Tetris rate.
I do remember that from years past. They would like reference some things way too early.
Yeah.
It's just like, well, that doesn't mean anything yet.
All right. Fractal with some cleanup to do here.
All right, so
there's a Tetris Rhubarb. Dengler with a Tetris.
Okay, people are really yelling in the other one. But we're not yelling here yet because we're classy folks. And there's nothing much to say yet, except Fractal has a little bit to burn.
Yeah, he's kind of been in a dig the last 20 lines or so.
Yeah, so this is going to be it's going to have to be the opposite day for Fractal if he wants to win.
Oh, nice flat burn there with that T for Iball. Mullen missed it.
Mullen missed it.
All right, so there we go. Iball just about to. Oh no, doesn't use that to clear out that.
Yeah, I would have used that in the other direction.
Yeah, well, you're sitting here and he's up there.
That's true. It's harder when you're up there. I figured that out last night. I commentated my own game in my own head, and I said to myself, well, I shouldn't have done that, but I had just done it.
Yeah. So Iball up 114,000 points. That's about 5 Tetrises. Fractal gonna get one of those back, while Iball is now setting up his board. Down the bottom, Dengler, 2 rows off the bottom, set up really for, at that moment, was set up for 2 Tetrises.
Dangler has a little bit to burn. So does Rhubarb, though, so who's the judge? In fact, everybody has a little bit to burn right now, which itself is kind of rare.
Yeah, you don't see that very often here in the top 16, but...
And you don't see it anymore because Iball has fixed his.
So Iball still up by 4 Tetrises, and players are getting droughted here. Fractal just flinging pieces over to the left, trying to keep that right side open.
Yeah, boy, oh boy.
And
he needed that.
And finally, long bars for the players up top. About a 4 Tetris lead for Iball. Rhubarb going to knock one down to take that lead. Super close down there, and Dengler's still digging.
Suffering. Just suffering away.
Ben, do you believe that life is suffering?
Life contains a lot of suffering. I don't think it's defined as suffering.
Right.
Like, is that like Buddhist philosophy?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
I got to disagree with the Buddhists there. Sorry,
Yeah,
Buddhists.
I mean,
Who has not only been a huge part of making the CTWC.
All right, hot take, right?
it is a hot take.
All right, Iball 490, Fractal 398. So Iball still maintaining this 4 Tetris lead.
Yeah.
So you should definitely
And
check out all of that.
If each of these players were philosophers, who would they be?
I don't know. I think Iball here has this. Looks like Descartes. He's got a kind of Descartes haircut going on there.
Rhubarb is straight up Nietzsche.
You think?
There's no, yeah.
Oh, I was thinking he looked like one of the linguistic analysts here.
Oh,
like,
gosh.
maybe he was like Carnap.
I don't know enough philosophers, honestly. I give up already. All right, we have transitioned on the bottom, and Rhubarb was a little high up, but it was no problem for him. Why did I even say it?
All right, yeah. So kind of a low transition here for Fractal, but a good healthy one here for Iball, and kind of mid. Transitions here for Dengler and Rhubarb a lot, but Dengler finally back to clean after all that.
Everybody's clean again, finally.
Will brothers make it? Will no brothers make it? Will international competitors survive to
It is a wonder to me how slow level 19 looks when it's being played by rollers.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't look that slow when I'm playing it.
Oh yeah, when I get to 19, it's an emergency. It's like,
Every time you pick up a controller, it's an emergency. Everybody comes to the defibrillators.
So Fractal has cut into this lead a little bit for Iball now, just about 3 Tetris's lead for
yeah.
Iball.
Somebody says the average is meaningless, and I think the average is actually pretty mean.
All
I don't know if they're trying to make that joke.
right, let's get back into Tetris mode, Ben.
All right.
Mode. See, get it? Mode.
Actually, I don't.
Oh, that's another kind of concept like that.
Oh, God. Okay.
I was a philosophy major, Ben.
You can barely tell.
Yeah. All right, so Iball still with about a 3 Tetris lead. He's been ahead the whole time.
Yeah, at least it's not 10 Tetrises, so that helps. Yeah, he's taken that lead and held it. So this Iball guy is legit.
Yeah, so I mean, really over the last, 15 minutes, Iball has outscored Fractal.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks to Marvin.
Dangler here, good clean board, looking to fill in that left side. There is the L piece, is now ready for a Tetris.
Oh, that's a slight misdrop by Rhubarb. But
Yeah, but kept that well open for the Tetris anyway. This should burn down pretty easy. Oh yeah, look at that double, beautiful. Yeah, this is coming down really easy. Looking for that correct piece. Not quite going to get it, but it's going to allow Dengler to extend that lead.
yeah,
Iball 1 away from a max out.
it is. Both Dengler and Iball have leads, which would, at least for the Iball side of the match,
Yeah,
it would
still,
get us closer to a
there's-
decider, and I
yeah.
want to get closer to a decider.
Yeah, there's Iball for the max out. Fractal still about 89,000 points away. There's a Tetris.
Our next max out is probably Dengler.
Yeah, 10 lines to go until the level 29 transition down the bottom. There is the max out
another
for
max out.
Dangler.
So just like last game, we might see max outs on every screen. We already saw Swiss cheese on every screen this game. So
Oh, Iball up here, very close to 29. Has to get this board in order.
be careful, Iball. There, that'll help.
And there it is.
That will help.
Just, yeah, that left side, okay. Needs a bar. Not out of the woods. There's a bar over for the
There it
Tetris
is,
into
there it
29.
And now,
And
we
Rhubarb,
got kill screen everywhere.
it's too much Tetris here.
Oh, and Iball's going to top out, so it's going to be a chase down.
That's right. Fractal has 1 Tetris to go, basically. And he's going to single and double this away, no problem.
He's got such capacity.
Oh
on
no,
level
Rhubarb, that left
29.
side is going to be
Rhubarb,
cut off. And Dangler is
Oh,
going
and-
to take game number 2 to go up 2-0.
That's going to set up my other favorite thing, which is the reverse sweep.
Yes,
So there's all
indeed.
these favorite things.
Fractal continuing here to single and double, trying to chase this down from Iball, who's been ahead the entire time.
Yeah, he's under 10,000 now. He just got to keep grinding away.
And there it is, a
That'll do
triple.
a lot of it. That's it. Okay.
3-2 on Tetris.
And we are off and running. Well, just about 900 pieces to go for each of these players.
So Ben, impressions here of the youngsters?
They are really good at this game.
Yes.
I don't fear for the future of Tetris. That is for sure.
Up top, they're starting off with a little bit of a mini drought, 17, 18 lines in, but finally players able to get their long bars.
And I feel like this much Tetris power in one location is so incredible. And there's a lot of people who didn't make it who are at home.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I think, obviously an in-person event, so it requires travel to participate.
Yeah.
So we've got, some very impressive and championship caliber players, unfortunately, who just weren't able to make it.
Yeah, I mean, it happens every year. But it's like, it just goes to show how deep the field is. Ooh, we have a bit of a misdrop from Dengler. Easily fixable, but it'll be annoying for him to have to fix all that.
Oh my gosh, plenty of Tetris over there for S.
I mean, not as annoying as this loudspeaker right next to us, but...
No, yeah, I mean, last time I had a shark in my ear. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know where that
I'm
was
trying
going.
to figure out the end of that joke.
Yeah, no, it was
Sometimes
good.
I start jokes and don't know the end of them.
Sometimes all you need is the setup, and that's enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. So 102 here for Fractal. He's going to Tetris 125, Iball 128, so pretty close up top. And Rhubarb up to an early lead, almost 3 Tetrises. They're getting a little droughted.
Little drought. Lower Tetris rates on top than before, and that might have to do, since it's both of them, I'm guessing, with how many long bars they've gotten. But I don't know.
All right, Rhubarb trying to keep this well open, but encountering a drought, which is kind of inevitable when you set up a center well.
Yeah, I think it causes droughts.
Maybe it does.
Robin Mahara used to have a theory that if you're not getting long bars, you should just cover the well, and then it'll start giving you long bars. And I know it's not true, but I do it.
I feel like
To
Josh
try to
Tolles
get
has theories about that as well.
Yeah. Sometimes even if things aren't true, just do them anyway.
Yeah, it's therapeutic. It feels good to do it. So up top, super close. Rhubarb still with about a 1.5 Tetris lead or so.
Yep. Very close on top, and but Rhubarb has a lead, but not so great a board.
A good flat burn there for Rhubarb. So just that long bar would be great right now because he's got it set up perfectly to split a triple, but it's gonna have to continue to work. Oh, he's kind of going a little too perfect here maybe for Rhubarb, trying to set up that dirty Tetris.
I think he needs to just fix this thing.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
He listened.
That was the right decision.
He's listening.
Usually I'm all about just dial up the aggression.
That's where you
Usually I like to dial up the aggression, but that was a good moment to dial it down.
Yeah, up on the drought there, Iball, you can see 32 pieces and climbing. Takes that triple, finally gets a long bar for the Tetris.
Oh, very nice.
And Fractal will, of course, encounter that same drought. Same piece sets for our players.
That's where I always think it's nice to play slow, is you get to see these things coming.
Yeah, and Fractal, of course, is one who you can see him screen looking.
Yeah.
I wonder, did Iball just say, yeah, drought's coming? You know what I mean? I wonder if he said that. Don't say that.
He probably thinks he's a very nice guy, clearly, and he wants to help his opponent out.
Yeah, he is a nice guy.
His opponent clearly does not need help, though.
So Iball still with about a 1.5 Tetris lead. Rhubarb still able to maintain about a 1 to 2 Tetris lead. Dangler going to try to cut into that, and Dangler set up already. So
Dangler's set up.
yeah, odd looking board there for just very left heavy board there for Rhubarb.
Yeah, doesn't have much space to put anything else.
But continues to put it over there.
Just keeps doing it. All right, it paid off for him.
Yeah, trying to get some of that lead back by playing very efficiently, right?
Yeah.
Every time you oh my God, did you hear that? That was Grand Designs. I heard him over there on
Grand
CT3.
Designs.
He's approximately a football field away, and we have a loudspeaker and a whole crowd in between, but you can hear him.
Grand Designs is a person of sound.
Yes.
He is a man of decibels.
Indeed, yes, indeed. All right, Fractal here, gonna try to burn out the middle of this board here, open up that right side. Oh, look at that,
Fractal
beautiful.
now with the lead, which I didn't even see happen, but it's occurring.
All right, Iball is into 19, fairly low transition score, 437.
Okay.
But, you know, Fractal fairly low as well, so this is probably the rough pieces. It has seemed very droughty up top. Rhubarb is into 19, around 480. And Dangler in at 449.
Everyone's got good situations right now. Dangler has a dependency, not Dangler, Iball has a dependency that worries me, and then a missed drop.
Oh, I think that T was probably...
Oh, it might have been on purpose, huh?
Yeah,
It'll
just
clear
to-
out real nice.
Yeah,
If he got the right pieces, which he
you
kind of
often
didn't,
don't. All right, wants to uncover that center here.
Yeah.
Getting droughted again, so very droughty
Tough.
set of pieces here.
Might not pay off. Oh! SB comes in at 922.
Dog has a chase down of 120,000.
Fractal up 2 games to none. Iball gets a center well Tetris. Needs to win this
he
game to
needs this
stay
game. He
in the
needs this
tournament.
game bad.
Rhubarb set up for a center well Tetris and gets it there in column 4. Do you mess too much with the center well, Ben, there?
I don't do much of the center well. I should do more, but I don't.
All right, another
Okay,
kind of...
Fractal's got a little hole, but so does I.
Or will we see the super kill stream?
Yeah, Iball needs to work on that deficit. Got to dial up that aggression.
All right, Tetris here, Rhubarb down the bottom, trying to maintain the slimmest of leads over Dengler. Rhubarb needs to win, and he was considered one of the possibly winners of this event.
Yeah. It would be a big upset if Rhubarb were to lose. But
It wouldn't.
Dangler is
No, it wouldn't.
C2.
No, it would be C2. Seeding upset, no.
Yeah, seeding would say no.
Oh, no, Dengler going to top out here.
Dangler tops out.
And Rhubarb is good.
Gives Rhubarb a win.
Level 32.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, set up for another.
Iball.
There it is.
Dog is on the
Over.
Dog
There's
is the
that
long
top
bar.
out. And Dog doesn't complete the chase down either.
Oh!
Oh, wow.
All right, Tetris down here for Iball 670. He's back by about a Tetris.
Yeah, and we are getting closer and closer to the kill screen, the killish screen.
Now, the thing to keep in mind here, of course, Iball ahead in the piece sequence, so Fractal has lines in hand.
Yeah.
And Fractal actually set up column 7 Tetris.
SV up now up by 1. Andy up by 1. Brothers in danger of not having their matchup.
And we are approaching rapidly the level 29 transition.
This is a dangerous board for Iball right now. And it's causing him to do some burns.
Tetris down by.
Yeah, he's got to clean this up.
He needs to have this down and get
All right.
cooking again.
There we go. Going to open up that right.
There we
He
go.
is Tetris ready and gets a Tetris into 29 at 763. And Fractal still 15 lines to go until level
This is what
29.
he's going to need the reverse sweep.
Yeah, Iball just needs to stay alive and just keep putting points on the board.
Yeah.
Here's a Tetris Fractal.
Iball now in the lead, though.
Yeah, in the score lead again.
Helpful.
Pace lead is behind.
Yeah.
It's actually set up here dangerously for a Tetris. Going to be able to bring that down. They're just getting underway down the bottom as well.
Oh, yeah. Kate's got that burned away. That's such a close game.
Now,
If Fractal were to suffer a problem, it could be a great opportunity for Iball.
yeah, Fractal with the actual score lead, and that is relevant because it ultimately doesn't matter until you're in 39 with pace
Yep.
and all that. If you're ahead and you win. So Fractal actually setting up for a Tetris here.
Fractal unafraid of the level, but he's got
no.
problems.
Yeah, he's getting droughted.
Oh my goodness.
Oh wow, look at
Okay,
this.
and
Oh,
he's-
great
And
burns
he's
here.
getting it down.
He's going to open up that right side long bar now. Tetris for
Absolutely
both of them.
incredible.
938 Fractal, 907 Iball. Iball needs to continue to stay alive here.
Come on.
Tetris.
They both got good boards. Iball's got to set up for Tetris
So now we have
because he needs those points.
Yeah, and Fractal not
Fractal
slowing
now
down.
set up for a Tetris as well.
Yeah, column
And he
3 gets it.
one.
Wow. So less than a Tetris lead here. Iball's getting set up for one as well.
This is huge.
Opening up that right side. Longberry
Oh!
Tetris. Iball with the max out. He's going to be set up for another
All
one.
maxes, Fractal maxes.
And oh no, the middle, he's kind of selling out his board
no.
here. Gets the one bar
Gets
over the
it, he
Tetris.
gets it.
104.9, but only 10,000 points. Fractal
And
behind.
Fractal with now in the lead again.
Iball trying to eke out any
Iball's
last
in
points he
trouble, though.
can.
He's in trouble.
And Fractal is ahead. And no, that's going to be it. Fractal will sweep out
Incredible.
Iball. And
What a fight Iball put up.
yeah, what a performance.
Just incredible.
Wow. I mean, amazing run here for Iball. And oh no,
Oh, what happened here?
was that a top out on Dengler's side?
Oh, no. Was that just a quick top out?
Just as we were switching over.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, you're right. That's a philosophical standpoint, right?
Yeah.
there.
I mean, are they the same word if there are two meanings? I don't know. We're up to, again, we have so much to discuss afterward,
It's
Ben.
the other Mullen.
So this is a decider, the Dangler and Rhubarb. The winner moves into the top 8. The loser, unfortunately, does not.
Will it be Minnesota or will it be wherever Dengler's from?
Where is Dengler from?
Probably Minnesota.
Now it's just so close. Yeah, I know there's.
Looks like he's from Mankato.
I think that he's gonna win. I had to answer honestly. I honestly don't know.
Oh, we got some stats.
We do have stats. We've said some of them out loud.
Sure. ELO is very close, I think.
The Electric Light Orchestra.
Yeah, that's right.
They are very close. They're nearby. They're playing in the other room.
Love to see after a year. We love to see a champion like this.
But no, these players have faced off really only one time previously, and that was in the Challenger circuit in our monthly tournament. And
Oh.
Dangler won that matchup, but Dangler in trouble right now.
Okay. Well, Dengler's never truly in trouble, except apparently in the last game.
Yeah, covers
Oh,
out.
now this could start to look kind of bad.
Gets a square
It's
over.
a long
oh.
run. That's what he needs.
All right, opens up that well, looking for the bar. There we go. So that's not going to be a Tetris, but that'll bring the board down back to safety.
He did very well.
Ay, ay, ay.
Ay, ay,
Ben's
ay.
full of them. You didn't know this, but Ben has someone feeding him lines throughout the tournament. Did you know that? He has a whole staff of writers
Did you hear
to come
the,
up with very well.
Traditional Italian Tetris song. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 peace.
Ay, ay, ay.
Okay, yeah. I think I just made Dengler misdrop with that.
Someone said Ben's writers went on strike. Apparently so.
Yeah, the commentator suffers from the writer's strike. They usually make my material weeks in advance.
All right, Dangler still trying to downstack here. Rhubarb with a good clean board. 2 Tetrises ahead early on.
Stand up high, dangerously. Those are going to be perfect here.
And Tetris here for Rhubarb. He's now 3 Tetrises ahead.
Yeah.
Amazing survival by Doge here.
So a pretty close game. I think we're going to have a great decider. Have we made it? Have we made it all the way to the double kill screen thing yet?
We have not in our games,
In ours
of course,
games.
but
In our games.
but yeah, one game yesterday they did in a round 0 game.
Oh wow!
Now the chat here is saying that Dengler is also from Minnesota, and I think that's true.
Is that actually true?
I think this is a double Minnesota game, if I'm not mistaken.
What the heck? And with the commentary, this is almost. We could be doing this in Mankato. Who
I'm.
cares?
Oh sure, yeah, don't you know? We
Oh,
can do it
yeah.
in Mankato.
We got some hot dish for after.
We got to get Garrison Keeler in here.
You want a scone? I don't even know. I don't even myself know what the Minnesota stereotypes are. I assume we eat scones.
Oh, do you? I don't know.
I don't eat them personally.
I did live in Madison, Wisconsin for a while. That counts.
I'm sorry to hear.
That doesn't count? Oh, all right. That doesn't count. I think that anti-counts.
So high.
Well, nothing much to say here. Dengler's board is not perfect, obviously, but it's not bad either.
No, 2 rows off the bottom.
2 rows off the bottom.
Yeah, set up for Tetrises.
Yeah.
And players will ride that for
You can ride that a while.
for a long time.
This might be a good time to take it down, though. Yeah, and he is doing that. All right, he's resolved that little tension on his board.
By 12:30.
By 12.
SV, yeah.
And Doge is going to survive as well.
NGC man in the house.
Boom. Curry just
I think I was gonna play NGC man in a thing, right?
Were you?
I would have gotten destroyed. I think
Yeah,
it was
you
gonna
would.
be NGC man, but then it turned into Jeff Moore.
Yeah, well, you're aware of that NGC man moment, right? That happened where he did the dream going into 29 for a DAS player, setting up for a double Tetris and winning in a live setting.
Oh, he got the double Tetris?
Oh, not a live. It was an online setting. No, it was an online setting. But yeah, he actually did it. What every player does to try to win a tournament, set up for the double Tetris to win,
Yeah.
he did it in an online tournament.
Wow.
So in the finals, as the deciding game.
dog with a monster score.
Ben, you see what
NGC man, that's an amazing
you
story.
see, you see what you're missing out?
Yeah. I
Some-
wish NGC man was here.
Somebody send that clip to Ben Mullen in Discord. And I'm not sure which Ben Mullen because he has about 6 Discord
I have
profiles.
2 Discords.
Because he has no idea
One
how
of
to
them
use
I
it.
don't know. I have it. Yeah.
Yeah.
The one I use to comment with, and I do promise to actually get on Discord. I haven't been on there for months.
All right, we are into 19. Dangler had a kind of a critical misdrop just after getting into 19. And all right, Rhubarb into 19 here, 567. So about a 3 Tetris lead or so for
Yeah.
Rhubarb.
Rhubarb has a pretty similar glasses shape to me, so I feel like that's the reason I should root for him.
Yeah, both kind of out of date. I'm an accountant.
Look kind of squarish.
Yeah,
Yeah. Kind of
Yeah.
out of date.
yeah, you got them at Walmart in 2005.
I actually did get these a long time ago.
Dog 919.
I feel like you've had those glasses for a while.
Yes.
No, it's a good style. It works for you. You've got a brand.
Rhubarb is looking just vicious right now.
Ah,
He's got himself a 2 Tetris lead, which is not large. So.
yeah. They're amazing. Did you get the Lens Crafters Walmart eye department?
I think it was Pearl Vision,
Pearl Vision, yes.
circa 2015.
So just about.
Doge wanting to go on the left side, get that playfield ready for kill screen.
Oh my gosh, SV up high.
Yeah,
Rhubarb has a
You can hear
Rhubarb has
the,
a cheering section, and Dangler has what sounds like a jeering section. The same section. He's made enemies.
yeah. Rhubarb getting droughted here up high on the board has to resort to a triple. Players hate that.
Hey, players do hate that.
They do.
I'll take it,
And,
though, all day long.
Able though to get that long bar
Yeah.
in for a Tetris. So super slim lead here for Rhubarb. Now he's back a little bit in the P sequence.
The slimmest of leads. He is a behind in line, so that helps him though a little bit.
Tetris here, Rhubarb. There's one Dengler.
Oh,
This-
there apparently is an SV dog decider, so says somebody.
Yeah. So we have a decider of our own here. Of course, the winner will advance to the top 8. The non-winner will not do that.
Well,
And-
not, but the non-winner even will still be in the top 16, which is better than me or Vandy did.
Yeah, that's for sure. I didn't even make the top 100 qualifiers. I
Did
put
you?
in I put in a qualifier for the first time in my life.
Did you try to qualify?
I did for the first time ever.
Oh, I did not.
So I figured it would be like what a meme if I maxed out for the first time.
Somebody, maybe it was you even,
Yeah.
like put me in for a seat that I didn't show up for.
Oh, did
Was it you?
I know, maybe Kingsman.
So yeah, it was someone at the party. I said, I'm not going to qualify, and said, please do it. And I said, I don't know. And he took I don't know to mean sign me up for a chair.
Now we are 10 lines to go. Rhubarb has got the max out. Dangler is 1 away. There's the double max out. And they couldn't be
Oh.
any closer as they
This
approach the level 29 transition.
Almost exact.
And what's Rhubarb doing here? Okay, he's going to go for the
Rhubarb needs
triple.
Rhubarb should just dig this down because he's almost
Yeah, that left side for
in a bit of a
Rhubarb.
spot.
That is going to be tough, and
That
I'm
might
not
be
sure.
tough.
No, and he can't get the long bar over,
Oh!
and he is behind. And Dengler is
that
going to
is-
take this game. Rhubarb is out of the tournament.
That's a tough way to go out.
Our number 2 seed, Noah Dengler, is advancing to the top 8. GG's.
That is a tough way to go out. But Dangler, I mean, the number 2 seed, so he took it.
You're on display here.
Hello everyone, I'm your favorite one host Sharky and want to say thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the match, then be sure to leave a like. Comment down what was your favorite moment. There are several to choose from. And of course, if you want to stay up to date in all things CTWC 2023 and beyond, then make sure you not only subscribe with notifications so you never miss out on another match, but you also check out all of our social media platforms. Relevant information can be found in the description below. It is time for a massive lore drop. Ladies and gentlemen, we have finally done it. We have made it to top 8. And when I say this top 8 is stacked, it's stacked higher than some of these players have been stacking. I'm looking right at you, Alex T. That level 18 survival up against Aaron was illegal. But all jokes aside, I really want to try and build this picture with all the little lore drops and the narratives that I've been trying to convey at the end of these videos and orchestrate just the pinnacle of Classic Tetris. CTWC 2023 top 8 is finally here, and I want you guys to have things to look forward to. So we're going to start off with one of the rematches, Sidnev versus Alex T. Now, obviously, we sung Sidnev multiple praises, you know, all near perfect qualifying round, as well as just having a phenomenal tournament performance. And Alex T, even though I make jokes about him just being able to pull off illegal stuff, he is an incredibly strong player, and a lot of people have him winning this tournament. Now, the reason why I want to bring up this rematch in particular is because last year, Alex T made it to top 16, faced off against Sidnev, got swept. This year is his year for redemption. And so the question is, can Alex T redeem himself and progress further in the tournament? Or is Sidnev going to continue to have an excellent tournament and make it further as one, I believe, the last remaining European? We'll have to see. Another rematch that is also going to be played during this top 8 is Andy versus Fractal. Now, for those of you that didn't watch Fractal versus Andy, I don't know why I swapped the order of that, but for those of you that didn't watch that match in 2022, Fractal had a phenomenal game up against Andy, playing nearly perfect on level 18, having to take a burn around 100 lines in. Yeah, I know, right? Insane. And the crazy thing is, he didn't even win that game, but Fractal did advance, winning 3-1. So Andy is coming back with a vengeance. Now, instead of them meeting in top 4, they're meeting in top 8. The only thing that stands between Andy potentially having a rematch between his brother Dog in top 4 is Fractal. And of course, Fractal looking to try and repeat. He's a finalist last year, and he's definitely aiming for that gold trophy this year. Speaking about people that are aiming for that gold, Huff was so close in 2021, and I've said Huff is probably one of the most consistent performing CTWC players. 2020, top 4. 2021, top 2. 2022, top 8. And this year, he's top 8 again, at the bare minimum. The sky is the, well, not the sky, but first place is the limit for Huff. However, Huff has an interesting obstacle, and that is Blue Scooty, the 13-year-old wonder kid who is first year participating in CTWC and has already made waves, defeating strong players, most recently overcoming Miles, and now he finds himself going up against one of the most experienced CTWC players of the modern Classic Tetris era. So the question is, can Huff continue to perform and potentially strive for that gold, coming just one match shy, or one game shy actually in 2021? Or is Blue Scooty going to continue to amaze and surprise and kind of have a like 2020 Dog-esque run? That's something that we'll have to find out. And speaking of Dog, our last match that we have to talk about is Dog versus Dangler. Now, obviously, Dog doesn't require too much of an introduction. 2-time world champ, top 4 last year, and now he's gunning for a 3rd world championship. However, what stands in his path is the player Dengler. Now, I mentioned Dengler way back in a couple of earlier lore drops, where Dengler is the 2nd seed, and he's a player that you need to look out for. However, as we did see in the most recent match, Rhubarb gave him such a fight. And Dengler, if he's going to hope to advance, he's going to have to put up an equal or even greater performance up against Dog than he did up against Rhubarb. Which, if Rhubarb, if you're watching this, shout out to you, man. That match was phenomenal. You played amazing. Brought it to a decider. Real strong games all around. Just want to give a personal shout out to Vicious Rhubarb there. But that's your top 8 that you have to look forward to. We're going to take a couple day break so you guys can really sink in all the content that has been uploaded over the past couple of weeks. And we'll be back starting on Monday, if I'm not mistaken, with some more CTWC 2023 content. Anyways, I'm your favorite underwater host, Sharky, and I'll see you in the next match of CTWC 2023.